Welcome to Emerge, welcome to Oxford, welcome to Saïd Business School. Is it completely ridiculous to think that you could change the world? Of course it is. But on the other hand, ridiculous ideas make a lot of sense.
There are millions of students and young people in the UK who want to make a positive impact in the world around them, and they don't know where to start. But Emerge here at the Saïd Business School gives them the energy and the inspiration to make it happen and to take that first step.
Here, over the next 2 days, I think you're going to get plenty of inspiration. You're going to hear from people who have deeply ground values and who have turned those values into action.
It is possible to change the world because the world changes all the time. And so someone must be doing it, and hopefully it's the people here.
It's great because it's got the buzz. It's got the buzz of Saïd. It's got the academics, it's got the policymakers, it's got the practitioners.
It's fantastic to see all these people who have different passions coming together and sharing their stories of how they're achieving it, and it's just so positive.
When something you love is deeply threatened, it galvanizes one to a new level of activity.
I think it's crucial that we need to be having conversations across different walks of life.
There are people here that are practitioners, that are from the business world, the NGO sector like myself, as well as students and future leaders. There are just so many different angles to how we innovate, how we try to create change in the world, different perspectives, and I think we can learn from each other.
I actually see a lot of mainstream people from different professions turning up who don't necessarily want to get into social impact per se, but they want to embed it into their regular professions, which I think is the sort of thought that the world needs right now.
It is not a fantasy about the future we should do. It is underway today, and that is going to define what that future looks like, and that's why social entrepreneurship and what you're trying to achieve in this group is so powerful, because this is where the future is designed. The reason I was so keen to come to Emerge is because I think that there is such a lot of interesting young people here who've got incredible potential to make a big influence on the world.
The future social unsustainability is going to be more expensive than today's financial sustainability. So you are the people who can actually change that and bridge that gap, and that's why it's so important to do something good.
I really enjoyed the lunchtime session, the workshop.
Listening into the questions that people get, whole new viewpoints that you've never sort of been exposed to or thought of before.
We've got speakers from so many different places doing the kind of things I'd want to do.
This morning I attended a session called Learning from the Front Lines, and it had a collection of social entrepreneurs talking about the challenges that they'd face scaling their organizations.
The last afternoon of Merge, we had a great pitch event, which had us seeing 14 high-quality social ventures pitching to the last audience here.
Right now what we're doing is using 3D scanning and 3D printing to reduce the wait times for critical life-changing equipment from 6 months down to 48 hours.
It was about the entrepreneurs on stage communicating their vision, but it was also about the 250, 300 people in the room today getting inspired to start their own social businesses.
Harish, what advice would you have liked to have heard from someone like yourself if you were sitting there today?
Don't worry about where my future is. I would be more interested in what would I do in the next 2 years, travel around the world in the most difficult paths. Do I know the basics of what actually people need or how do people live, and then decide where my role would be in this society.
Emerge is about capturing people at the point in their life when they're ready for self-reflection, when they're ready to figure out who is it that I am, what is my life of purpose, how do I go about it.
It's really amazing. I mean, I love being here. It's just a fun place to be because you have this sense of incredible possibility about the future.